Y'all, at this point, I'm looking for a provider. So this is my application video. Hello, my name is Stephanie. I cook, I clean, I fuck, I suck, and I shut the fuck up as long as you paying those fucking bills. Amen. Amen.
I have to laugh because she really thinks shutting up is a high-value skill she's bringing to the table. She's basically admitting she has nothing to offer but the basics, and even those come with a heavy price tag. Well, this isn't about being a provider. It's about her avoiding the struggle of the current economy by finding a man to carry her weight. We're staying single because our peace is worth more than a woman who only likes us for the security we provide.
What's the worst financial decision you ever made in your life?
Bro, get a girlfriend, bro. Hell nah, bro. Dude, you're dropping money every day. That's just like a monthly bill that will not go away, and it increases every month, bro. Don't do that. You got birthdays, you got holidays, you got Valentine's Day. Hell no. If you make your anniversary day between Christmas and Valentine's Day, just give up, bro. I'm sorry. Just give up, bro.
What's the most you ever spent on a girl?
10 bands.
10 bands?
10 bands.
What did you buy?
Oh, there's plenty of gifts, all the holidays. Come on. Yeah. We've all been there. Yeah.
You see how the brother broke it down? He's looking at a relationship as a liability because the modern dating market has turned into a pay-to-play scheme. In an economy where every dollar counts, men are realizing that investing in a woman who sees you as a walking ATM is just bad business. We're choosing to stay single because a peaceful bank account is a much better return on investment than a relationship that functions like a high-interest loan.
I quit at being independent. I don't want to do this shit anymore. This shit is draining. I'm so ready to have a man come into my life and take care of me. My tires pop. 2 of my tires pop. And I'm sitting in my car because I don't know what the fuck to do. Obviously, I know what the fuck to do, but I don't want to do this shit anymore. Like, I'm ready to have someone come into my life and take care of me. This shit is so fucking draining. This independent life. Like, I don't want to do this shit anymore. I quit. Because every time something happens, I always have to figure shit out on my own. And I don't want to do that shit anymore. Yeah. Ya renuncio, ya no quiero ser independiente. Yeah. I want to be spoiled and taken care of. Because I shouldn't have to be stressing about shit like this. I'm tired.
It's hilarious how independence is a lifestyle until the maintenance light comes on. Now she quits because figuring things out on her own, which is literally just being an adult, is too draining for her. She wants to be spoiled as a reward for existing, while the man is expected to absorb all her stress and his own. If the economy is making independence too hard for you, don't try to frame your need for a survival strategy as some high-value romantic desire.
What's a bad financial decision that you regret making in life?
Getting a girlfriend.
Yeah, why you say that?
Too expensive, never satisfied with anything. You know how women get. They don't appreciate anything in life.
They don't appreciate anything?
No.
Or your last girlfriend didn't appreciate anything?
Just any woman.
Just any woman?
Any woman, bro. They act like they're great. They're not.
And that goes for family too?
Family a little different.
And then what's the most amount of money you ever spent on a girl before?
I don't know.
Like if you had to put a number on it.
Too much. That's all I'm going to say. Too much.
Like higher than 500?
Of course.
Higher than 1,000?
I think so.
Maybe?
I think so.
Like what was the item?
It was hella items, low key. Like I never bought like one item that was
like shoes, clothes type or trips or?
It was like trip or like Christmas. Like, yeah.
Nah, bro. He's spot on about that acting grateful game. They know how to play the role until the gift is unwrapped. Then the entitlement kicks right back in. If you're dropping stacks on trips and clothes and still getting treated like an option, you aren't a partner, you're a sponsor. In this economy, being single is a lot more profitable than being a walking ATM for someone who's never going to be satisfied.
If you're watching this video, you're watching a single mom of 2 that came on TikTok 1 year ago today after a really bad depressional state. And I told myself I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to be on TikTok. I wanted to have friends for the first time in my life since 2016. I accomplished everything I wanted to do, y'all. Yes, I didn't expect me to get to where I am today, and I'm super ecstatic. Now, about this Cash Card series that everybody been talking about. Here's the update. Update number 1, health is still horrible. I feel horrible every day. Number 2, only money I have for the cash card is GoFundMe money. I have nothing else because I've spent the money on. Number 3, rent for May is still not paid, but I live to see another day. So we just gonna worry about that when we worry about that. Number 4, I am on my 3rd rental. I've had 2 different rentals for 30 days straight. This is my 3rd set of rentals, and it is about the same, like $108 a day. No one else approves me. I get denied about every single one of them. I will be using GoFundMe money to get a car. I will take you guys along. So far, we're still in a rental. This is my 3rd rental, y'all. $100 a day, 30 days. I will keep y'all updated on everything else. So far, so good. I'm pushing. I'm pushing and kicking. Love y'all down. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the funds, the funyons. Thank you so much for everything that you guys have been doing to me. And I will talk to you on the next video.
Look at the logic here. She's spending over $3,000 a month on a rental car, while the rent for her kid's roof isn't even paid. This is the empowerment we're told to support. Total lack of accountability hidden behind a content creator title. Men are staying single because we refuse to be the emergency fund for someone who prioritizes an image over a stable home.
Now, one thing I realized, everything is affordable when you're single. Like, everything. Like, I feel more financially sound when I'm just by myself. Like, I don't have to worry about paying for this, paying for that, dates, trips, birthdays. Like, everything's affordable. Now, in this economy, it's getting bad. Prices are skyrocketing. But at least, you know, like, when you're single, you only have to pay for your food. Like, you don't have to go get food times 3, times 2. And I say times 3 because y'all might have some kids, but times 2, that it gets crazy. Like, with this economy, it's already bad. So if I'm going out to dinner, right, when I have somebody, that's like, at least that's like $250, $300. By myself, we're not even touching $100. Isn't that crazy? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, it's good.
The brother is just stating the obvious reality that people hate to hear. When you're single, your labor actually belongs to you. And in this economy, that's the difference between thriving and drowning. We've been gaslit into thinking that being a provider means funding a lifestyle for someone who doesn't even contribute to the bottom line. Staying solo isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart with your resources when the world is getting more expensive by the day.
Men save money by being single. Women save money by being in a relationship. Fellas, listen up. Pay attention. Now, let's keep it real. Men do save money by being single. Women save money by being in a relationship. Yeah, I said it, and deep down inside, you know it's true. Fellas, when you're single, your wallet is chilling. You're not dropping $200 on date nights, birthday surprises, spa gifts, weekend getaways, just because flowers, or that new iPhone she swore she needed. You buy what you want when you want. You can rock the same hoodie and Air Forces for months. No one cares. Barbershop visits are like $30 to $50, not 300 lashes, nails, and brows. Now, let's flip it for a second. Women, they start saving the moment they get into a relationship. And you want to know why? Because suddenly, he pays for dinner, he pays for Ubers, he pays for nails, just because. Her rent is lighter because she's staying at your place. Her gas tank magically stays full. Matter of fact, she ain't even got to pump her gas. She don't have to take out no garbage. Now, don't get me wrong, every woman is not like that, but the pattern is real. Men spend to impress, provide, and protect. Women, many of them, just benefit by being around, and society encourages it. Men are taught that providing equals love. Women are taught that receiving equals value. You see the game? You ever notice how her lifestyle goes up when she's dating you? But yours start looking like a monthly budget meeting? My guy, you went from steak dinners to checking your bank app before you even order some wings. Here's the truth. A man builds wealth in silence. A woman builds comfort in a partnership. So fellas, stop blowing your budget just to earn love. Because at the end of the day, if your love is based on your wallet, you will always be valued for what you give, not who you are. Be smart, stack your paper, lead with purpose, not your pocket. Because love built on money will always come with a price.
It's funny how they call us dusty for wanting to keep our own money, but then turn around and treat a relationship like a corporate merger where they're the only ones getting a payout. He's right. Her lifestyle goes up while your bank account takes the hit, and you're expected to call that love? If the only way she feels valued is through your spending, she doesn't love you. She loves the services you provide. Men are waking up and choosing to let their wallets chill instead of being a human stimulus check.
Go find the token single friend in your friend group and give them a big hug for me, please, because life is so much harder as a single person. Welcome back to 30, Flirty, and Fun Employed. So I'm gonna complain today. Not because it's hard being single, like I'm not lonely. It's that society has made it so difficult for single people to live and exist and afford their lives in this world. Life expenses right now are so insane, and if you don't live with roommates, all the expenses fall on you. I recently got laid off and now I'm unemployed. I don't have a partner as a backup plan. I am the backup plan. And this is not to dog on anyone that's gone through the traditional life trajectory. Most of my friends have gone from living with roommates to moving in with their partners, getting married, going through everything where they have essentially split their life expenses with another person consistently throughout their life. And I don't have that. I don't have the privilege of having a partner right now who I can split my expenses with. I feel like everything is just so much more expensive for single people because most things in life are kind of tailored towards families or couples. Like, for example, when I was on my solo trip to Belize recently, I wanted to book a horseback riding excursion for one day, and not a single company would let me book for a single person because they only took pairs. So I couldn't even go horseback riding. I know, luckily, that I was a high earner, so I do have a lot of savings that I can use to fund my life at the moment. But I'm not going to lie, when I first got the news that I was laid off, my first thought was, holy shit, how am I going to do this? Because it's all on me to get myself out of this. I don't have a partner to take care of expenses while I try to find a job. I do love being alone and I do love my life alone at the moment. My gripe is that life is so expensive when you're single. I'm also at that point in my singlehood where the likelihood of me ending up in a dual income household depends on whether or not I get 2 jobs. I think I'm less likely to find a partner anytime soon than I am to find a second job and to be the dual income in the dual income household. I, again, love my life being single. I just think it sucks that society has made life this way where everything caters to couples or families rather than individuals. But yeah, I would say if you have a single friend in your life, tell them they're doing a good job because this shit is hard.
It's actually deep when you hear her admit that she's more likely to get a second job than a man. That's because the modern game has made it so that men would rather work 2 jobs and keep their peace than sign up to be someone's backup plan when they get fired. We see the pattern. You're the king when the bank account is full. But the second the economy shifts, you're just a utility. Men are realizing that being our own backup plan is safer than being someone else's meal ticket.
Imagine trading all your women in for somebody else's big back 30-year-old baby mama. Don't that sound like some bullshit? And women think that we really got it hard out here being single. Like being single is so bad. Do you hear that? That's what being single for a man sounds like, bitch. It's peaceful. It's less expensive. Come on, man. When you paying your way and I'm paying my way, shit, life is easy, but y'all looking for a motherfucking come up, and then you want me to give all my sexual rights to you. That's jail. Most of these niggas in relationships have a motherfucking curfew, and they're not even the only person that this person had children with. They're the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th option, coming off the motherfucking bench, and is happy to be there. You used to be a starter. Now you're Klay Thompson, nigga.
The Klay Thompson analogy is cold, but accurate for the state of modern dating. These dudes are out here playing high-stakes defense for a woman who already gave her prime years and energy to someone else, and now they expect you to pay the premium for the bench role. It's funny how they try to frame being single as a tragedy for men, yet they're the ones panicking because they can't find a starter to pay the inflation on their lifestyle.
I was watching this video of a guy saying how all his single male friends that are in their 30s and 40s who have been single for a while are all much more financially stable than when they were in relationships. And I believe that to be true. As a single male for quite some time, my financial security has basically gone away. Insecurity has gone away. I've basically tripled my net worth. Obviously, I've worked for some of that. But the reason is I don't spend money on things that don't matter. For example, the women in my life, mainly family, still want to spend my money on stuff that doesn't matter. Like, oh, you need to decorate your house with fall pumpkins and all this stuff in your front yard, which costs hundreds of dollars. I don't need to do that. Now add those little things up over and over and over and over again. That's thousands of dollars a year that you're spending money on shit that dudes really don't give a shit about.
The brother is just being honest about the lifestyle tax that men are expected to pay without question. It's a deep observation because it shows how men's resources are often treated as a community chest for aesthetic nonsense that doesn't build a future. We've been conditioned to think that saying no to trivial spending makes us cheap, but in reality, it's just us finally valuing our own labor. When you stop funding someone else's Pinterest board, you realize how much faster you can actually build a legacy.
Men who prioritize money over romance aren't heartless. They're just students of reality. They've seen what happens when the wallet goes silent. According to psychology, these men watched love evaporate the moment financial struggle appeared. They saw "I'll always be here" turn into "I can't do this" when bills piled up. They witnessed affection fade when stability vanished. So they learned a brutal lesson. Emotional promises are conditional, but financial security is controllable. Money doesn't change its mind. Money doesn't leave when things get difficult. Money doesn't promise forever, then disappear when tested. Psychology calls this defensive provisioning. They're not choosing money over love. They're protecting themselves from the pain of being abandoned the moment they can't provide. They've seen too many relationships end not from lack of love, but from lack of funds. And that taught them something devastating. Love has a price tag most people won't admit exists until you can't pay it. When a man prioritizes money, he's not heartless. He's just refusing to be powerless again.
It's actually deep when you look at it through the lens of defensive provisioning. A man's biggest fear isn't being single. It's being discarded like trash after he's given his life to someone who only valued his utility. We've watched our fathers and our friends get crushed by this game. So we've decided to prioritize the one thing that gives us a vote in our own future. In 2026, a man's peace of mind is directly tied to his ability to say no to a bad deal. And you can't do that without financial leverage. The world is watching a major shift in the game, and most people are too emotional to look at the numbers. We're seeing a generation of women who spent years claiming they didn't need a man, only to realize that independence is a lot harder when the economy stops playing fair. Now, suddenly, the narrative is shifting back to providing. But men have spent that time observing. We've seen the independent mask slip the moment a tire pops or the rent is due, and we've realized that being a backup plan for someone else's survival isn't a partnership. It's a liability. Brothers are realizing that peace of mind and a growing net worth are worth more than a relationship built on conditional access to your wallet. We're calling out the game where men are expected to fund the aesthetic, pay the holiday tax, and absorb all the stress while receiving zero accountability or genuine appreciation in return. If the love disappears when the funds do, it was never love. It was just a subscription to a lifestyle you were funding. We're choosing to stay single, stack our paper, and protect our peace. Because in this economy, a man's greatest asset is his ability to say no to a bad deal. If you're tired of the games and ready for the real truth, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a beat.